Hi, Kevin from Snowy's Outdoors here, and today we're looking at the Mike Coolman CCP44 fridge freezer.
Hit it.
Now this is an ideal fridge for two people going away on weekends or even longer trips. Can be fridge or freezer and is powered by 12, 24 and 240 volt. Okay, now the fridge comes in at about 23 kilos in weight. We have 66 centimeters overall length. We have 41 centimeters overall width and 48 centimeters overall height. Now when we open the lid up, of course, you've got 105 centimetres from the bottom all the way to the top of the lid. And we have 5 centimetres of polyurethane insulation in the walls. Now on the outside of the fridge, the materials are a polypropylene with a stainless steel casing. So on the top, you've got your lid, nice rubberized top on there, quite strong, you can sit on that okay. Lift up the handle there for you to open up. Now the fridge will only open one way, you can't change direction. Stainless steel hinges down there, nice and strong. On the corners here, you've got reinforcing corners, nothing really on the sides. You've got some vents here, make sure to keep them clear. And of course, around the back here, you do have a second plug, little 12 volt inlet with a protective cover. Now just be careful, that's not attached to anything, so make sure you don't lose it. Keep that plugged in there and make sure it's nice and dry. Now on each end of the fridge, we have stainless steel handles that are ideal for carrying. We also have a little bottle opener up there, and there's another one on the other side as well. Down here we have our control panel, which I'll show you how to use in a minute, and where the plugs go in. So we have two plugs. One is a mains power plug, which goes into this socket, and the other one is your 12 volt socket, which goes into that one. We're just going to use this one for now. I'm going to plug that into there. Now we also have got a little USB port in here, if you want to charge your phone or anything while you're traveling, and you have an override switch. Now basically what this does, if you have problems with the control panel, you can override it by slipping across there, and the fridge will work as a freezer, and you control that by turning it on and off until you can get it to a service agent and it can be repaired if you're having any problems. Normal operation, you slide it back over there. So we've got vents all the way around both sides of the compressor, which is a Mike Coolman Blue 12 24 volt DC compressor. Draws about 0.8 of an amp per hour on average. Now let's turn it on, have a look and see how all this works. On and off switch there, you can see it's coming up, it's 15 degrees. If I press that once, it'll tell me what temperature I can have it at. You can have it up to -10. Or you can go up to 20 degrees. Press it a second time and go between Celsius and Fahrenheit. Press it a third time, I've got medium, high and low battery protection. Now that's protecting your battery. Basically there are 3 settings, low, medium and high. What that means is that when you have it set at a low protection, which means it will draw more current out of your battery and keep running until the battery is down to a low voltage. If you have it at a high protection, of course it will cut out before the battery gets below a certain level. Of course, medium is in between. Now that will depend on your battery, how long you've had it running for, and the size of your battery, whether you choose high, medium or low. Now the fridge can be operated by Bluetooth, which you can download from their Mike Coolman website. To operate that, you hold those 2 buttons down for 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3, and it's now open or closed. Open as it is open for Bluetooth, closed means it will not work. You leave it to go until it stops flashing. It's always best to do that before you go to the next mode. And we also have a turbo mode. If I push that, the turbo will come on. That basically, it will run at a much higher speed to achieve the desired temperature that you've got it set at. Once you've done that, it will turn itself off, or you can just turn it off by hitting that button again, and it's no longer on turbo. And of course, you want to turn the whole fridge off. You press and hold that for 3 seconds, and she goes off. Okay, so let's have a look inside. Now the dimensions inside this fridge is 48 centimeters long. We have a width of 29 centimeters and an overall depth down to the bottom of 38 centimeters. Of course, just here above the compressor, it's about 20 centimeters. Now this can take 65 cans of drink. We can also open up this little lid here and you can stand in some nice tall bottles, as you can see. Now these baskets all come out, and you can see I can lift the baskets out quite easily. That to one side, and of course this basket comes out as well. Down the bottom we have a bung, which can just be screwed out and pulled out for draining. If you happen to get any spills in there, give it a good push back in again. And of course we have an LED light just here. Now the lid can be removed for cleaning purposes. Can be a bit stiff, so what we do is give it a good shove backwards. Sounds like you're breaking it, but you're not. We've got nice little clips in there that are quite strong. Put it back on again, you set it back over the thing. Now this does take a bit of muscle, it's quite strong. Give it a decent thump, both sides, make sure it's down properly, and the fridge shuts back down again. Now there are a couple of accessories you can get with this fridge. One is an insulated cover. Now this not only protects it from dirt and dust, it adds an extra layer of insulation on the fridge, helps the fridge operate in hot weather. You can also get a My Coolman power pack, which can be charged up at home through the inlet plug there. Of course, you'll get 2 plugs with it. That is the outlet, which goes down to your fridge. You've got your on and off switch there. Now there are magnets on the back of this power pack, so it makes it very easy just to attach it straight onto the side of your fridge, and it can continue to run the fridge. Now that's all from me for the CCP44 fridge freezer from My Coolman. If you want any more information on this or any other products we have, go to our website, snowy.com.au, where we have the lowest prices every day. If you want to subscribe, click over here. If you want to watch any more videos, click over here. And if you want to ask a question, leave a comment down below.